Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, serious. Guys, listen, the Holy Land, very intense situation here, has to do with the Al-Aqsa Mosque up on the Temple Mount. Now, you have the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and then you have the Dome of the Rock. Now, the men pray in the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The women pray at the Dome of the Rock. The Dome of the Rock is the iconic building with the dome, that the golden dome that sets up there over top the foundation stone on the Temple Mount. Now, those are two different locations in which people can go and pray in the Islamic faith. Jews, of course, cannot pray on the Temple Mount, not of yet, and they no longer have a temple up there on the Temple Mount, as the first temple was destroyed in 586 BC by the Babylonians, and the second temple destroyed in 70 AD by the Roman Empire. And now they want to rebuild the third temple. And discussion of a peace agreement going on right now, with Jared Kushner visiting 6 major nations in the Middle East. But at the same time, Benjamin Netanyahu has just recently been indicted by some of the members, by the prosecuting attorney, and they're in Jerusalem, and is facing a challenge by some of the left-wing politicians in the Knesset. And so there's an election scheduled for April 9th. President Trump, ready to bring forth the Middle East peace deal, won't do it until after the April 9th election to find out who is going to be the prime minister. Who does he hand this deal to? Meanwhile, Jared Kushner is secretly revealing some of the information of this deal to certain foreign ministers and leaders in some of these Muslim monarchy nations, like the the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, also over at Bahrain and Oman, and also in Saudi Arabia and what have you, in that part of the world. Now, as this begins to get closer, it's going to include, guys, a building of the third temple. This is huge. And if you study biblical prophecy, you'll understand how powerful this is. The third temple we're talking about. But it's strange that there was an imam that was in Jerusalem the last few days, and they opened what's called the Mercy Gate. And they went into a building up there, there's several other buildings up around that Temple Mount area, and they went in and started praying in this one building. And Netanyahu closed it back down, padlocking the door and saying, no, you're not going to turn this building up here into a third mosque. Folks, it's not a third mosque that's coming to the Temple Mount. It is a third temple. You have to understand, there are things going on in a spiritual realm that are manifesting in a physical world, and we're going to talk about that in tonight's live broadcast. I want to tell you all about it. My message is on the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. You need to understand what's really going on in these end times. This will be an absolute right now word. Don't miss it. I'm live here in Florida. I'll be preaching tonight at the Freedom Fellowship Church in Lady Lakes, Florida. The service begins at 7 p.m. Eastern. That is our Sunday night live broadcast. We're going to broadcast live from the church, and you will be able to see the praise and worship, and then I will bring a message on the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and how it's linked to the third temple and Bible prophecy. This is going to be an extraordinary sermon tonight. I preached this morning at Lady Lakes, Florida, at the Freedom Fellowship Church. It was powerful. They had the largest crowd they've ever had, breaking their all-time record in history, and and it was amazing service. And we're expecting something mighty happening again tonight. Don't miss it tonight. It's also our 9th anniversary weekend. And tonight we're lifting our final offering up until the midnight hour. We're trying to break our all-time record in offerings for the 9th anniversary weekend. We're trying to do that this weekend. Help us this weekend. Enjoy the live broadcast, the live sermon. The prophecies are unfolding right before your very eyes. And then tomorrow night, I'll be speaking at the Trump Club at the Villages in front of a massive crowd. And it will be a powerful message on President Trump, the Middle East peace deal, the ultimate deal. You don't want to miss this with a full PowerPoint presentation. You don't want to miss that tomorrow night from the Villages at 7 p.m. That will be powerful. Don't miss it. You got to be there live for it. You got to be there live for it. I'll see you guys tonight. I'll be live at 7 p.m. Be waiting for it on the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse.